He had nobody to play with, right? Like, let's be real. You are obsessed with whether the godless will be judged. For what? Pray for them. Pray for them. They don't want to accept the truth. Let it be. Let it be, because your frustration, you are serving God in your flesh at that point. And when they say no and you are there poking, God says, sweep them from your feet, right? Saving you from a life of evil. All right? Don't worry. Judgment and justice will be upheld. Right? I could flip this like a burger, whichever way. Grace of God, right? You are obsessed with whether the gods will be judged. For what? Let them be. Give them the truth. They don't want the truth. Sweep it from your feet. Why? Why? Because God says, don't worry. Judgment and justice will be upheld. The wicked will have their wages paid to them. Why does the wicked succeed? Because of God's mercy. All right? He letting them have their fun now. They can't have fun for eternity. Let us go through what we got to go through, because this is our Father teaching us right now in this world. We are children. We are toddlers, probably teenagers, some of us. And when we get up to heaven, now that's our second life. Now we're adults. You know what I'm saying? Now we're like Adam, literally naming and claiming. All right? Dominion, all of this. God says, we got mansions and everything like that. But watch out, you may be seduced by wealth. I could say it's money. But there are people that are wealthy in criticism. There's people that are wealthy in wrath. There's people that are wealthy in mercy, wealthy in grace. There's people that are wealthy in impatience, wealthy in anger. You know what I'm saying? And I was seduced by the wealth of my anger. I was seduced by the wealth of my impatience. I was seduced by the wealth of my desires. Yes, I wrapped it in, God, I want to do it to glorify you. I named my business after God and everything, right? God, I want to do it to glorify you. But it wasn't in his timing. It's like King Saul, you know what I'm saying? It's like King Saul. God gave him a direction. He went to the direction, but he didn't follow as God said. At 1 Samuel 15, if I'm not mistaken. All right? I'm just going to read this book of Job right quick. Let me go on, and I will show you the truth. For I have not finished defending God. I will present profound arguments for the righteousness of my Creator. I am telling you nothing but the truth, for I am a man of great knowledge. God is mighty, but he does not despise anyone. He is mighty. See, he does not despise anyone. Why do you? Stop. Why do you? Right? He is mighty in both power and understanding. He does not let the wicked live, but gives justice to the afflicted. Meaning, the wicked don't live as we do. Right? The wicked die on the inside. We get to live on the inside. That's why he gives justice to the afflicted, those that are troubled in spirit, right? Poor in spirit, right? Present yourself poor in spirit to God, and he will give you everlasting life. He will make you rich in spirit. He never takes his eye off of the innocent, but he sets them on thrones with kings and exalts them forever. God exalts those that are troubled, not just those that are troubled, but the troubled ones that go to God and trust in him. Why? Right? He never takes his eye off the innocent. We are innocent. Why? Because we put our faith in God. We are children of God. We are innocent. We are ignorant to our evil deeds. We don't know. We don't know that we are evil, but we know that we need God. And once we figured out that we needed God, then we knew we were evil, because God told us what we were doing bad, right? He began to teach us. He never takes his eye off the innocent. He never takes his eyes off his children. Like a father watching it, or a mother watching his or her children play in the park, right? You look down for a second, your phone ding, you look down for a second, but the moment you look up, you like, where my baby at? Okay, there they go, right? watching out for the innocent, watching out for us. But he sets them on thrones with kings and exalt them forever. So humbling yourself before God and he will exalt you. I don't remember the exact verse, but I know that's in James. He will exalt you. God will exalt you. If they are bound in chains and caught up in a web of trouble, he shows them the reason. This is for the innocent. This is for those afflicted, those that are troubled. He shows you the reason that you are caught up in a web of trouble. What does that mean? Okay? I mean, I really should have explained, but we're going to get into it. Some people may not have trouble in real life. They may have their money put away, their bills paid, blah, blah, blah. But they got trouble on the inside. They may have trouble. They have trouble in their spirit. They got trouble in their body. Okay, and then you flip it. Some people may not have trouble in the spirit, their discipline, everything, but they got trouble in real life. Right? People out here binding and rebuking. I bind the brokenness. I bind the spirit of poverty. Oh, the whole time you need to stop spending money. Whole time you need to be disciplined with your money. Whole time you need to put your money away. And then you flip it the other way. There's people that are disciplined with their money and they put it away, but they becoming more disciplined with their money, more disciplined with their resources, and not enough time in their spirit. Whole time they need to spend more time with God. Whole time they need to give more than just a morning prayer. Whole time they need to give more than just a thank you, Father God. Now let me down to sleep. I pray the Lord my soul to keep it. And if I die before I wake, I pray the Lord my soul to take before they go to bed. Whole time they need to be praying in God's presence for extended hours throughout the day. Whole time they need to be getting their body back in the gym, getting their food, they're getting healthy food and nourishing their body. Whole time, that's the problem. And the problem isn't money. We have spiritual Christians that are saying, I bind and I rebuke the spirit of poverty over my life and over my family's life. Stop binding and rebuking. You need to go and take action. You need to go and put your money away. You need to go and save your money. You need to make a budget plan. You need to stop going to Chick-fil-A and Popeyes and save that extra $20 and put it in an account that will grow over time. You need to employ your money. You need to multiply, be fruitful and multiply as the Lord commanded. But we are binding and rebuking. And then we got the other people that are not so spiritual Christians. They're more so physical. I'm not going to say carnal because that's not right. I'm going to say physical Christian. They have the faith of God, but they don't have the spiritual eyes to see that their spirit is dying. They go and they say, oh, I'm facing all these troubles. No. Maybe they'll say, I don't know why I'm facing all these troubles. I have done what you said, Lord. I have put and I have managed my money. I have been fruitful and I multiplied. I have my wife and I multiplied our seed. I have the money and I multiplied the seed of our money. And now my children will have money and my grandchildren will have money, etc., etc., etc. Now God is saying, multiply your spiritual growth. Multiply your spiritual. No, ma'am.
Thank you.
Do you need prayer?
What?
Do you need prayer?
No, I don't.
You don't? Okay, God bless you anyway.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Multiply your spiritual growth, your spiritual man, because faith is the richness of heaven. When this world is done, there is no money. There's no more money, right? When you go to the mark of the beast, like we go to the book of the Revelation, when you take the mark of the beast, that means you're putting faith in the devil. You're putting faith in his way. You're calling the devil now Jehovah Jireh. So the rich man, when the Bible said, when God says, he shows them the reason that they are caught up in trouble. The rich man, the man who is disciplined with his money, his trouble is now within his spirit. His trouble is now within his spirit. He has the money, but he feels empty. His trouble is now within his spirit. And then you flip it to the one who has the fullness of God. Now their trouble is with exterior discipline. Discipline of their hands. Discipline of their work. Discipline of their mouth. You gotta go to God. Be on guard. Be alert. Be aware. Pay attention. Turn back from evil.